back. Another episode of the Wave Report.
Ooh.
We got the whole gang here now.
Yeah, man.
Whole gang.
Tried to keep us apart.
What's popping?
What's popping? Therapy clothing is popping.
Therapy clothing.
What's going on, man? Keep the same energy at all times. You know, that's what it is. I'm out here.
People don't keep the same energy though.
You know the problem. See, the problem is this thing called fake niggas and real niggas, and the real niggas keep, the real niggas keep the same energy at all times. So that's what it is. So.
YJ, what's popping, man? What's new?
Well, what's popping? Shit, man, these hoes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in these streets again. You know what
What that mean?
No, man, I'm fooling. I'm fooling. Stay out of my inbox.
What's on y'all mind today, man?
Hey, man, look.
That's how we gonna get this conversation.
Look, man, you know how long, so let me be honest, yo. So, like, the drunk episode was an amazing episode,
Bro.
right? But that was really the last time all three of us was really, kind of vibing in the same room and everything like that. So, I mean, life is changing around here.
Yeah.
But you know what's not changing?
What?
Hoes.
Facts.
Still hoes out here, B.
I don't believe in this term. Y'all can take the conversation from here.
Nah, look.
I've been converted. We all recognize I've been converted. Tay has converted me.
Yeah, man.
I am on I don't believe in the whole side.
Yeah, man. You just sexually expressing yourself
Yeah.
to the highest degree.
Yeah. And
Yo.
since I'm a sex symbol, express yourself with me anytime. You feel me?
Say you're a sex symbol.
I'm a sex symbol.
Dreads and all.
What does loyalty mean now? What does loyalty mean in 2020? Because we on that New Year type stuff.
The word loyalty is overrated. I think people overuse the word. They don't know what it means.
Yeah, I like this.
Talk about it.
Loyalty means that I have to tell you the truth at all times. I can't be loyal to you and I'm not telling you the truth and I'm lying to you. Homeboy, mom, wife, side chick. That's how you keep side chicks. You tell them the truth.
Hey.
You niggas stop lying to them. They won't tell on y'all.
Hey.
They might still tell, but yet and still, man. Loyalty, you got to tell the person that you're being loyal to or the situation that you're being loyal to, real or wrong. You got to keep it honest. And if you can't keep it honest, there ain't no real loyalty there.
Bro, my nigga, is your mic off?
No, it's not.
100% is off.
Life is hard in these streets, boy. But you right, though. You absolutely correct. Yeah, there you go.
Nah, it was on. I don't know what happened.
But now
Somebody switched my mic. That's stupid.
Nah, you absolutely right, though, bro. Honesty is loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I'm saying, if all of us, right, the dynamic that we have, bro, if I was to start lying to y'all, that mean I'm not loyal to the wave, bro.
That's right.
I mean, I'm loyal to whatever I'm covering up or,
That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love how you said covering up.
Yeah, bro, that's all lies do. It cover up shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It cover up funk. That's what lies do.
Yeah.
But what about funk, bro? Your shit gonna smell regardless.
Yeah.
You can't never cover that shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know the thing I learned, even at my worst, my little situation that I had earlier this year, loyalty ain't picking up the phone.
What is it?
No, I'm saying, like, I can't sit, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, you ain't being loyal to me because you ain't called me when I was down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not loyalty, that's emotion.
Okay.
Loyalty means nobody's getting into this bubble that don't earn that spot. Nobody gets into,
That's a good
Yeah.
somebody wants to, yo, all right, let's talk. All right, well, how everything going, man? Everything good, man. But, that one dude, he a bozo to me. Hey, that's my man. Like, you can't speak about my people.
Okay.
I don't care what the situation is going on with my people. You can't talk about my people. I'm gonna defend them first.
Okay.
I'm gonna defend them like that's family.
Right.
Not like they family. That's family. Loyalty to me is, if you want to know what loyalty looks like, look at Nipsey Hussle's people today.
Oh, they ride for that.
Still ride for him.
They'll ride for that.
You still can't get inside that bubble because their loyalty was to one person.
Yeah.
You can't talk negatively about that person and still be able to benefit from it. Kodak Black. Look at Dave East. Put out an album earlier this year, had Kodak Black on the track, took him off the track because he said something disrespectful about Nip.
Yeah.
So you can't get into that bubble. Now, the reason why, as much theology that y'all might be on about hoes, see, hoes ain't loyal.
I'm not on theology about hoes.
See,
my
be
mic's
surprised.
on too.
no, there's no such thing as a loyal hoe.
Hoes don't exist.
You dig
Hoes
what I'm
do
saying?
You gotta understand what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm tuning in. I'm
Y'all
tuning in.
theology is that hoes don't exist.
Hoes
Right.
don't exist, bro.
My theology is that the person that will willingly break loyalty is a hoe to me.
Go ahead.
A person that
Expound,
will willingly break loyalty, you a hoe to me. If
I call that a dead man.
but
that mean?
That
Hold
happens
on.
between men and women all the time. If
A dead bitch.
if we rocking, if me and you are in a bubble together and you're willing to go outside that bubble for something of momentary gain, you a hoe to me. Whether
that's
that's
some hoe
sex or whether that's
some
whatever,
hoe shit.
regardless of what that is. Yo,
Fuck
I'm
boy.
gonna talk about this cat. I'm gonna talk about this person so I can smash this chick.
Oh,
Or
yeah. Oh, that's
I'm
a bitch ass nigga right there.
I know one, but like
We know them all.
Nah,
Yo.
I'm saying there's dudes who will be, yo, I'm your brother, bro. I got you. But then
Yeah.
at the same time, be smashing somebody's baby mama in the background.
Come on,
I
man.
can't rock
Come
with that.
on,
That's
man.
a hoe to me.
That's some bitch ass.
That's
shit,
a hoe
boy.
because you in the circle, but at the same time, nobody knows that you in.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Listen,
you're
man,
right.
there's
Come on,
like
man.
so y'all
Yeah.
can feel how y'all feel. There's still hoes out here to me. There's
I'm-
still some
I'm-
hoe
I'm
flaw.
Speaking simply about women though, like just a woman expressing.
I mean,
herself.
sexual expression is what it is. I can't knock that. If
Yeah.
that's what you feel like you want to do your thing.
Yeah, I don't think that make you a hoe. This loyalty thing though. What about like I believe just to add on to what y'all saying, honesty, obviously protection. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add on one more thing: trust. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you loyal, you trust in not only the people around you, but the situation y'all have built. Because when you get more than a few people together, and most people consider it family or brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever the fuck you got going on, in all reality, you've built community.
Yeah.
And if there's no trust in that community, there's no loyalty. If
Correct.
there's no honesty in that community, there's no loyalty.
Right.
If no one's protecting this community's dead. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with these three things, bro, we just built the whole motherfucking foundation to, we just built Wakanda, bitch. We just built Wakanda in this hoe.
I'm just like it's always bothered me when somebody is willing to break trust, break commitment, break just like
Yeah.
you'll be surprised. I'm being honest. You could put it out there. You could put the energy into the atmosphere right now. Most people put energy out by Facebook. So let's just say you did Facebook. Oh man, niggas just ran down on me. Some niggas that you might not even think will be in your inbox, like, yo, where you at? I'm pulling up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Like maybe you ain't talked to somebody in months, and maybe that's something that matters to you. Some people really like, yo, you ain't called my phone. Like
Hey, shout out to my nigga Ace.
some people will just be like, yo, when you down, you put energy out, and they'll be the first ones to be like, yo, nah, what's up? Where you at? I'm pulling up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree. I also, what you said, to piggyback off of you saying trust, I think you have to trust people to be who they are.
Yeah.
See, instead of, a lot of times, all of us have done this. We trust people that they'll change and they'll become somebody else. Like at this stage in our lives with our age bracket, people are pretty much set in their ways for the most part.
Except for me about Christianity. Carry on.
Except for
We
me,
could get to
period,
that.
I evolve daily.
I think we all say that.
I think I'm a real ass nigga.
I think we all
evolve
say
daily.
we evolve daily. Some people don't evolve at all.
Yeah, I
they
feel
get
sorry
stuck.
for them.
They get stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
Like I trust Jonah to always be honest.
Yeah.
He will always in the group chat. He'd be like, "I don't like this. What are we doing here?" You need somebody like that.
Yeah.
I trust Joe to be wild, to be eccentric, to galvanize people. And y'all know me, I'm unhinged anyway. I'm reserved, but I'm like an assassin, like quiet, but I'm gonna get it popping.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And then as far as like business is concerned with us three, we all care about our money. We know where we come from.
Come on.
So we're not three people that I never have to worry about, okay, when the bag come, somebody gonna get
Trying to
gypped on their money.
yeah, nigga
we all have the same vision.
on, bruh.
If I was with two other niggas, we got to get some shit straight, man.
Right.
Have to sit down and have a real conversation.
You know, the funny thing is with us is like we literally have a conversation about something and put it into action as soon as we possibly can.
That's true.
Like one thing I don't want.
That's
The
real.
reason why we had episode 51 is because we don't really stall.
Yeah, we would have been stopped completely.
Like we took the break, but within the break, it was like, yo, when we everybody's itching, like, yo, when we getting back together? So when we getting the band back together?
Yeah.
When we doing the Millennium Tour? Like when is it happening? Like it wasn't like any.
Fuck the millennials.
Speaking of loyalty, Lil Fizz. See, we don't
Wait a second now.
Hey, listen. Hey,
talk about it.
Listen.
It's a-
Our podcast
What is that situation?
is not loyalty.
Well,
But
Okay, for the
I don't
person
think they
who
will
doesn't
ever.
know. For the
Go ahead.
person who may not know.
yeah, for the person who may not know, what's
Okay.
going on?
B2K was this boy band. It had a lead singer, Omarion. We got a diverse audience, so I want to break it down for them.
Okay.
So B2K was a boy band back in the early 2000s. They had a lead singer, Omarion. For some of you, he played the Justin Timberlake role. And then they had like the backup dancers, the group members. You know what I mean? And one of those group members, his name was Lil Fizz. So the fun thing about the group is that they were one of the biggest black urban boy bands at that time.
I hate the word urban. Fuck that shit.
Black.
Hey, I low key agree. People use that shit.
I hate it too. So years later, you know, Omarion has 2 kids by
April.
You know, his lady, her name was April, and they break up. Now, a couple years after the breakup,
What's a couple? Is it a lot?
it's probably about 4 years after the breakup. April starts dating Lil Fizz, who was a member in the group. Now, at the time that Omarion found out, they were already on tour.
I think they was just fucking.
So they were already on tour when they made it Instagram official.
Crazy.
Now it's led to a lot of conversations about loyalty, and Omarion is now moving separately without the group and doing tours where the primary source of their new income comes from traveling shows.
Yeah.
So, what is a code to y'all?
Well, the first things first.
Okay.
Our podcast, we normally don't talk about this type of shit. We have our own topics. We original. We do our own shit.
So we're gonna take this.
But some shit we have to touch on.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't believe B2K was that close to begin with.
Thank you.
This
Thank
ain't
you.
like
Thank
this ain't like the Locks. Them niggas grew up together.
Real niggas.
This ain't like MOP, like
Real
grew up
niggas.
together. These are niggas who came together for business. Never thought they was that close. I always thought Omarion was kind of like the outlier. Not just because he's the lead singer. Most groups don't stay together. So you knew at some point they were going to break up. But I never heard of them like doing things outside of music together. Like and then Omarion kind of confirmed it in recent interviews.
Yeah.
He was just like, we pretty much got together like for business. That's why, as y'all can see, that he's really unbothered because he don't really think they were that close anyway. Do you think they were close?
I do not think they were close at all.
So do you think Fizz has to abide by like a code that
I do not think they have a code. I don't think they need to abide by one because I don't think they're like brothers like that. It's kind of like athletes. When you on a football team or a basketball team, you know, you got a contract there for 2 years, 3 years, and you there with the brothers and shit. And y'all go through war. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the trenches, blah, blah, blah. They become like family. to
Right,
you.
yeah.
You get traded, yeah. Some of them bonds last, some of them bonds dissipate.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I think they have a bond that dissipates.
Do you think that there's a code that should be upheld?
Yes.
Really?
The reason why I do the reason why this is trash to me is because I don't care what Omarion thinks.
Okay.
I don't care what Omarion thinks at all. I care about the bag.
Okay.
And in caring about the bag, if I'm the dude who's not part of this,
You mean
my
like,
bag just got messed up.
You mean like the gay dude?
I don't know. I don't know none of them niggas.
Shit, I don't know. Neither. I don't.
Let's just say I'm a member in the group.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know shit about it.
Let's just say I'm a member in the group, and my man just went solo because of my dude. Maybe a bigger contributor. Maybe it's not the 100% reason why.
Yeah.
But maybe a big contributor of it is, yo, you smashing my baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
To me, if you messed up my bag over that, you and me got problems because you messed up my bag. Now, from a brotherhood standpoint, I don't know what their situation was. The niggas grew up in L.A. There's a lot of funny stuff that happened out there, so I can't really judge it. Like, to me, if I know you and I know a chick you smashed and I smashed the same chick and nigga, we just Eskimo.
This is a valid point.
I'm gonna keep it 100, Joe. The member of the group that say I'm mad at you because you did something to make him leave because that fucks up my mad is a fuckboy.
Why you say that?
My nigga, you mad? Is that your only source of income?
For most people, yeah.
I mean, at that stage,
I understand what you're saying, but for most people, yeah.
Like, is this after all these years? Is this what
That's all you've done?
On? This what you've been waiting on your whole life, my nigga?
You got
some people don't expand.
I don't feel sorry for that dude.
I can't.
I don't feel sorry for him.
I can't agree. I mean, if you're working a regular job, not even a regular job, if your money is set up to where you in good shape and you have an opportunity to build on that.
How many years of opportunity has he had to set his money up?
It's been almost 20 years, I think.
Damn near.
Almost.
Damn near. I have no sympathy for that nigga or the other 3 niggas. How many niggas in that group?
4.
I don't know.
It was 4 originally. Razby.
I never liked boy bands, so
you never liked boy bands?
Anytime they came on, if they did anything involving with BET, I wasn't watching that day. There's 4 BET awards I didn't watch.
No, I'm just saying boy bands in general, like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I was into all that shit.
I mean, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Braids.
Who?
Marion, I ain't like his
No, I'm only talking. Let me be clear. I don't like no black boy bands. Period. Ever. Except for
Boys the Men, nobody?
Except for the niggas that made Can You Smell the Rain or whatever.
Now we gotta separate though. Boy band, like I consider Boys the Men to be more quartet. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't talking about like the 60s, 70s,
you know,
Motown,
that's a little,
those bands.
that's a little different. Like boy bands to me, the niggas that pop lock and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm talking about from the 90s
you know
and beyond.
Okay.
Like
Nigga been doing this.
Yo, every episode, Jonah is humping a table, bro.
Hey,
he said he out here. He said he out here. He said he fooling.
Nigga's humping every
He
episode.
said he a sex symbol.
I'm a sex symbol, bro.
The only one I could ever say, the only black band that I could probably say was ever interesting in me was 112. I didn't like Jagged Edge. I didn't like.
You didn't like Jagged Edge?
You didn't like Jagged Edge.
I didn't want to get married when them niggas wanted to get married.
From New York.
I didn't want to get married when
they
them
had
niggas
Timbs
wanted to
and
get
Minks on, nigga.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they was. Nah, I'm not. No, you can't. No. Nah, I wasn't.
Them niggas, what?
With a party at was trash for me.
You ain't like Drew Hill?
What?
All right.
Come on, man.
All right.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Hey, who was the best out of those 3 though?
112.
I disagree. I think Drew Hill was better.
Drew Hill was definitely better.
I can't say Drew Hill was better.
Drew Hill was definitely
Biggest hit Drew Hill ever had no Drew Hill in it.
Drew Hill
That's not a Drew Hill song.
I know. Biggest hit they ever had. There was no Drew or Hill.
We gonna sit Joe down and play banger after banger.
But you know what? I think
you can't really say that with Drew Hill. You got to pause before you say that.
Yeah, pause.
But
sure.
I do think Jagged Edge had the better albums though, like song for song.
I'm sorry, I don't like anything that came from Jay.
That's
my
crazy,
issue. Hold
man.
on. My issue with Drew Hill, or excuse me, with Jagged Edge, isn't really Jagged Edge. I didn't like anything associated with Jermaine Dupri in the 90s or early 2000s. It's just I just
nothing.
Don't like. I don't like.
Do you like Jermaine Dupri?
No, not at all.
That's probably what it is.
Not at all.
That's
Not
probably what it is.
I didn't even like Usher until he released the album without Jermaine Dupri.
That's crazy.
I don't like Jermaine Dupri. I don't like Jermaine Dupri.
See, this turned into like a musical debate.
Yeah.
What's Usher's best album?
Confessions, easy.
8701.
I have no clue.
You listen to R&B a lot?
I thought it was 8.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was.
You a gangster at
I
heart.
thought it was 1871.
No, it's 8701. It's 8701. I think it's better than
Confessions, easy. Confessions was a classic.
How y'all feel about how music has changed so much, even when like the past 10, 15 years? Because you have people who grew up during our era, or they came up during our era, I should say. They were led like T-Pain, like Usher, and they don't get the same respect that they did when they were putting out music in the 2000s.
Because it was a dress up.
What do you mean?
There used to be a marketing run. There used to be let me hit this location, that location. Now those locations that you're hitting are the Breakfast Club, but there's no. music videos aren't even getting the same exposure that they were before.
No, yeah, I agree.
There's less of a dress up nowadays.
I actually disagree.
You think there's more of a dress up?
Repeat the question one more time.
How you feel about the way music has changed within the past 10 to 15 years with the stars of our era? You had Usher. You had even somebody like Rick Ross. Like they just, I don't know if it's because his hip hop is, or anything that's associated with hip hop is tradition like a young man's game. So it's always the next person up. But the people we grew up on, they don't get the same respect as they once did.
This is for y'all you fuck niggas out there.
I already know.
Every episode.
Every episode.
Let me tell y'all the truth.
Go ahead.
Most people want to be a rapper. Most people that came up
You right.
when we came up wanted
right.
to be a rapper.
You right.
Most people think they rappers. Most people think they part of the culture. They don't deserve a seat at the table. Be honest with you, fuck niggas. Look, this is what's really happening because I saw somebody say something on social media that's in the realm of this.
Okay.
But it was into, yeah, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. It was about Bone Thugs and Harmony, about the respect they deserve and where they fall out in the pantheon of things.
Mm-hmm.
They fall right where they need to fall. They don't deserve more respect right now, and that's salute to all them OGs because I love them.
And why you say that?
Truth of the matter is, when you it's not that it's a young man's game, but when you reach a certain place, that don't necessarily mean you stay there. Barry Sanders was the best 10 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the best right now? No, he old and decrepit.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Next man up, Ty Gurley. It didn't even last that long. Bye.
Love how you
Next
do
man.
Todd Gurley.
You know what I'm saying?
Rams.
He
You know,
skipped.
salute,
Go ahead.
salute, my nigga.
Go ahead.
Salute, my nigga. Next man up. Next man up. Time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z always gonna be at the top?
No. He's not at the top now.
Next, he not at the top. Next.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like T-Pain. This is the funny thing, and the criticism of hip hop. It blows my mind, bro. Them same niggas that's mad at hip hop today love T-Pain now, but hated him back then.
No, you're right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right.
That's why these niggas like ain't where they need to be right now because the people that was a part of their fan base turned on them. The people turned on them.
You're right. The people have
Not
time.
the structure, not the industry, not the people turned on these people. You know what I mean? Like we blaming the game for a lot of shit that the people really fucking up
And why do you think people turn on artists?
because people are fickle
Yeah,
and people don't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah. Until you give it to them. You
so
dig
you-
what I'm saying? You're
You know
right.
what I
think
mean?
a Rick Ross fan in 20?
A
what?
Rick Ross fan of Port of Miami ain't the same Rick Ross fan
I've
in Port of
always-
Miami too.
Yeah, I've always said,
Those ain't
especially
the same albums. Though. It's the same. I get what you're saying. Those
I'm saying from beginning to end. From
I've
then
always
and now.
I've
Like,
always
it's different.
maintained as a if you like you said everybody wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
If your content don't evolve, you're gonna lose people.
Big facts. Big facts.
Rick Ross, I think he's the best beat picker ever in hip hop history. I think his albums are smooth. I think they seamlessly connect, most of them, but the content never changes.
Yeah.
And so a nigga like me, when you put out Port of Miami, what was it, 10 years ago? When Port of Miami came out? 09? 2010?
2006.
Damn, you
Six
right,
of-
nigga.
yeah,
What
six,
am I
5 or
talking
6.
about? I was in high school.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm 32 years old. You still talking about the same thing? It sound good, but how long am I gonna be a fan of your music? I already know when you put out an album, same thing.
Yeah.
I can go back to 06. It's the same album.
And a lot of these people aren't business savvy, bro. A lot of these people get railroaded in the game and they fall off.
That's why you said you don't feel sorry for your boy who ain't
just-
do more.
Hey, big facts, bro. Life is hard. Things happen. Shit happens. The people turn on you. If I've learned anything this year, is niggas will turn on you, bro,
Fast too.
for opportunity.
That might not even be a good
That
opportunity.
might not even be the
Come running back to you. You dig?
with the quickness, get stiff on. Bitch, I would knock a bitch head off. Don't come back to me for shit. You know what I mean? Yo, so that's my point though. But that's my point though. Like I don't feel like too much has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As far as how the game works, I do believe that the people are fickle. I do believe that it is a rocky game. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you got to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that, and I also believe that people just don't have the ability to stay on top of their game forever. Some people grow and get better with time. Eminem is a great example of that, which is scary to even think about.
Hold on.
But
You think Eminem got better with time?
I do believe Eminem got better.
I know you smoke weed, not crack.
Bar for bar, Eminem got better.
No way.
over
Royce
time.
got better with time. Nah,
Royce is in the same trajectory as Eminem. same vein.
I personally always thought he was better than Eminem.
I mean,
I
I would say Eminem was better.
I actually like Royce more content wise. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
I would say Eminem was probably better putting bars together.
Probably earlier.
But I would say now, as time has definitely evolved, Royce's.
But I get the gist of what you're saying.
The Eminem Royce thing, they crossed paths. Think about the beginning of the shit they've done. Mm-hmm. Royce had far more cadences than he used now back then, right? Believe it or not, Royce has to use chopping all kinds of shit in his rap, right? Eminem did it sparingly, but he had bars like a motherfucker. Cross 2020, both of them niggas can do the same thing. Eminem using flows out the ass. He's chopping with Tech 9. Royce is far more lyrical than and getting the recognition he deserved. Yeah. He probably deserved back then. Yeah. Like to me, they're parallel people. Like their whole trajectory has been similar. You know what I mean? It's almost damn near like a perfect
parallel
relationship, bro. Yeah. Like it's damn near perfect. Like you don't find that kind of shit often. Yeah.
And I also think, man, when you're as an artist, I think you have to have a plan and a vision for what you want to do instead of just like winging it. Because everybody not gonna last for a long time. Like Jay 50, Nas in his 40, like they're still.
Did you just say 50?
Jay 50.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Jay 50. I thought you was mentioning 50. I was about to say
no, Jay 50. But speaking of 50, you notice he don't put out music anymore.
He can't rap. Excuse me.
Let's not be disrespectful.
He can't rap.
But 50. But what I'm saying, when you have a run like that, I would have retired.
Yeah.
I would have retired if you had a run like that. I would have never put out music again. Because I think after 50.
You consider 50 a lyricist?
No, I'm not. But he can't rap. I'm not saying he's never been a lyricist.
I mean, Trippie Redd can rap too.
Hey, let's not do that. Hey, let's not do that.
I can't agree with you on 50. I think 50 stopped rapping because one, Vitamin Water was paying him way too much.
I'll never put out music again.
But that was like 2009.
He put
Vitamin
out
Water still popping.
He put out 2 albums that completely flopped badly. The Before I Self-Destruct album and the Curtis album. I thought
Curtis album was good.
I think they hurt his feelings.
I low key like Before I Self-Destruct. I like Curtis. I low key like that independent film that came with it.
I love that movie.
That movie was kind of tough. That movie was kind of tough. I like hood movies, though. Like that shit was kind of tough.
Is The Massacre a classic?
I hated The Massacre, actually.
The Massacre had some good tracks on it, but The Massacre was pretty much a rehash of the same. It was the same marketing scheme he tried to work, same rollout, same. The Massacre was him trying to carry the story, which it didn't work.
No, you're right. So now that we're speaking, because we ain't talked about hip hop in a while. Now that we're speaking about this, what is a historic album that most people deem is a classic album, and you think it's not that good?
Oh yeah, let me hold.
I'm not saying you think it's trash, but you think it's not that good. But everybody holds it in high regard.
Watch me clear this table.
Go ahead, YJ.
I'll go last. I'm about to clear this table. I'm telling
y'all right now. If Joe says Illmatic, you'll never, I swear on everything, you'll never hear me again. You'll never see me again on here.
I'm about to clear this table. Y'all go.
Already.
I want y'all to get y'all shots off first. Go.
Yo, this is a very good question, dog. I don't even know where to. Whoa.
People think an album is a classic, but you feel like it's not a classic.
Now, you feel like it's that good.
Like everybody.
Yeah, everybody's like, this is a classic album. This is one of their classics. But when you listen to it, because people don't like, this is the Wave Report. We're going to be honest and open.
Of course.
And you think in your personal, when you listen to it, this ain't really hitting like that.
Let's talk about.
I'm gonna go first. Want me to go first?
Go ahead.
So
I gotta think about this.
So go first in a complete sentence. I need the people, because people gonna see this first. I need people to know exactly what you're talking about, and let's get it.
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. I do not think that the album. I do not think that the album is. I don't think it's garbage. I don't think it's garbage. I think Kendrick is one of the top 10 artists in hip-hop history. I do not think Good Kid, Mad City is all that good how other people think it is. I think To Pimp a Butterfly is way better. Joe knows why I think that. I think, and I don't even like Damn like that. I think Damn is better. I think Section 80 is better.
Let me guess. Overly Dedicated is better too.
Huh? No. Let's not be condescending. All right. I see where you're going. Listen.
Jesus.
I don't think Good Kid, Mad City is all of that. Kendrick will probably see this one day. He's like, this nigga's tripping. But I think To Pimp a Butterfly is Kendrick's best album. Easily. And I think Section 80 is better than Good Kid, Mad City.
I don't agree with that, but I do agree with the latter. To Pimp a Butterfly is probably his best album.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm not saying the album's trash. Good Kid, Mad City has, especially like Money Trees, has some classic records. But I don't agree with the consensus.
A list.
I don't agree with the consensus that it's this mind-blowing album.
That's just a classic, bro.
But who going next?
That's just a classic. I can't even think straight. You just fucked me up. You just fucked me up, man.
Hey, if y'all see this, y'all agree or disagree, drop it in the comments. You talk, we talk back. You know our motto.
You fucked me up.
Which one of y'all want to go?
Go, Jonah.
Bro, I
If
can't
I hear Illmatic, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Go, Jonah.
I can't even think straight, bro. I don't even what's today? God damn.
I got a few albums I think about like that.
Me too. Go, Jonah.
Really?
Go,
Yes.
What else, nigga?
Go,
Enlighten me.
Hey, look. Okay, so listen, I'm just going to start.
Are you serious?
I don't think the Blueprint is all of that.
Wait, which one?
Jay-Z.
Just the Blueprint?
The Blueprint. I don't think the Blueprint all that. I think the Black Album is a perfect album.
Yes.
Perfect album.
Yes.
I don't think that way about a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I think of the Black Album the same way I think of Food and Liquor from Lupe.
perfect.
Yes.
I agree though.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, I know I'm a Nas stan. I don't think It Was Written is a classic album. A lot of people think It Was Written is better than Illmatic. I do not agree with that. I think it was a very good album. I think Stillmatic better than It Was Written.
Yes! Yeah! Are we cool again? We cool
I do.
again.
That's what I think.
We cool again.
That's what I think, man. Some more albums.
See, that's why you have faith in your niggas, dog.
Some more albums. Y'all not gonna hear me disrespect Lauryn Hill on this particular episode.
Thank
I do
God.
think The Miseducation is almost a perfect album as well. See some niggas, man. I'm trying to think.
Are you serious?
Albums that people think are classic albums.
I can't even think straight. No
Do
more.
people
Said
think the
this,
Eminem
man.
show is a classic? Because I
Some
don't.
people do.
I don't. Marshall Mathers LP, yeah, not Eminem show.
Yeah, I agree. I can't even.
I don't think.
I'm seriously fucked up about the Good Kid, Mad City thing. Like,
Really?
how do you, yes, bro. That shit is classic.
I don't think Stank On You is a classic. Aquemini, yeah. I'm telling you, this is how I feel personally. This is how I feel. It's how I feel.
Bruh.
You're not gonna sit up here and tell me
Have
that
you
you think.
seen the Stank On your track list?
Yeah, I don't think it's a classic.
What is
Y'all
on
getting me
Stank?
real-
Bombs Over Baghdad
Classic song.
is on Stank On You.
You know what I'm saying? Classic.
You know what else is
Classic
on Stank?
song. Classic song.
What else is on Stank On You?
Miss Jackson on Stank On You.
On Stank On You, yes.
Classic song.
What else is on Stank
Go
On
song
You?
for song.
What else is on Stank On You?
Let me pull up the track.
Oh yeah, you finna get blown the fuck away when you see this track list.
man.
You finna be blown the fuck away when you see this track list. Pull up the. Let me go through the track list. On
Go
that
ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
ass. On this, so fresh and so clean.
Classic song.
Stank On You.
Classic song.
How many classic songs do you need on the album to have a fucking classic album? You just said like 4 of them. So fresh, so clean. Miss Jackson.
Drake has a lot of classic songs. Does he have any classic
never
albums?
want to give him a classic album. You are killing your own point. You are killing your own point. You cannot stand behind that. You are killing your own point.
Why?
Because no. We have made an argument on this very show about Drake having a classic album.
Drake mixtape is a classic, bro.
You see what he just did? You see what he just did?
He said
Drake
mixtape.
just literally released one of the most highest selling streamed albums of all time, and you wouldn't
Bro,
label it a classic.
bro,
you
think-
wouldn't label it a classic.
Right.
You would not label it a classic.
Which one?
The one we was sitting on top of the roof, on top of the statue, or
Views, nigga?
yeah.
shit
You
ain't
see
no-
what you just did? You see what you just did again? You see what you just
That
did
shit
again?
ain't no
we can pull up.
classic.
We can pull up the track list.
Of course
We
that
can pull up the
shit-
track
yeah, we can
list.
pull up the track
We can
list,
pull up
my
the
nigga.
track list.
I'm gonna do 2 more albums.
course we
I'm gonna do 2
can.
more albums to get this out of the way. Then y'all could go.
All right, go ahead.
I only got one. and it's
Life
gonna shut
After
this whole
Death is
building.
not a classic album.
It's gonna shut this whole building down.
Agreed.
Life After Death is not a classic
Agreed.
album.
You just being hurtful now.
And My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is not a classic album.
False, my nigga. False, my nigga.
Kanye first 4 albums probably classic. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy not a
I
classic.
can't wait for that.
False, my nigga. What album views, right? Views.
Well, I can't wait for mine.
You think Drake got a classic album?
I do not.
I think Drake got 3.
J. Cole?
Nigga, you said 3? Name one, because that's going to be my answer to the question.
Take Care.
Close.
Not a classic.
Close, but nah. I don't think so.
No, it had a grip on the culture at the time. Believe me, I know. I was around these niggas.
Just carry on, because I can't wait.
I know I'm gonna get up already.
I can't wait. I got 2. No,
Let's
I got 3.
go down the track list of views, my nigga.
Okay, let's do it.
Keep the
Hold
family
on.
close. 9, you with me? Feel no ways. Hype. Western Road Flow.
Great song.
Wow. You're shrugging at
Great
a song.
song.
You're shrugging
Great
at a song that pretty much tore down somebody's whole career. But go ahead, keep on.
He dissed a druggie. All right, cool. You want to give? All right, bet. Oh shit.
Oh, then you gonna love mine.
Give me some bars, nigga. I eat that ass. Pause.
Pause.
Redemption with you, faithful.
Look at him.
Still
He ain't
here.
even listened to the album. He ain't never even listened to the album.
Controller, that shit was a banger. All right, one dance. Oh shit! This is a dance hall album, man.
You see what he's doing? You see what he's
Two
doing?
see what he doing.
You see what he doing?
All right, bet. Grammys. Child's Play. I like Child's Play. That's my shit.
You see what he's doing right now?
Tyra Banks was in the video. I fuck with her. Yeah, I listened to that album. And I saw the video. Tyra Banks, I fuck with her. Tyra Banks, I fuck with you. Pop style, all right. Too good. All right. This is not a classic, bro.
He took your thing. He went through Stankonia, and he gave you 4 songs, and he was like, "Yo,
You didn't get 4 out of here. You got Controller. You got One Dance and Hotline Bling, bro.
you just missed 2 of the ones you just said were bangers."
Which what? Child's Play was no banger. I just liked it.
No, that's not even what I'm talking about.
Which
repeat the 3 you just said.
Controller,
Okay,
One Dance,
okay,
Hotline Bling.
that was it.
Yeah.
Pop Style didn't hit number 1.
Pop Style was, come on.
Hold on, you're not giving Pop Style anything?
Come on, man.
You're not giving Pop Style anything?
Come on, Pop Style, bro.
You're not giving Pop.
How Pop Style?
You're not
bro?
giving.
Same Pop Style.
I don't sing. You're not giving West. You're not giving West.
Give me a line from Pop Style.
You're not giving
Give
Western.
me one line from Pop Style. One line.
Give me one line from Bombs Over Baghdad.
One line.
Give me one line from Bombs
Are
Over
you
Baghdad.
serious, nigga?
Don't try to get it together. Don't try to get it together. You stolen. You stolen.
Beat on the table.
You
nigga.
stolen. You stolen. You're stolen. He's stalling right now. You're stalling. You're stalling. You're stalling so you can remember. You don't remember natively. You're stalling. You're stalling right now. You're stalling. Note that he still didn't answer the question. He didn't answer the question. Give me one bar.
Because I asked you a question.
One bar. One bar. One bar. One bar.
that I've yet
Give me
to
one
get an
bar.
answer to.
Give me what's the hook? Speak the hook. Speak the hook.
Cold world.
This is what we gonna do, Joe.
No, he still hasn't done it. He still hasn't done it. Speak one word.
You forget this is a camera on, and I asked him a question. He's trying to flip the narrative, but he forgets he's on camera.
Okay.
Name a fucking line from Pop Style.
I'm not defending Pop Style.
Then it's off.
Okay, take it off. Take it
That's
off.
3.
But you
That's
said to him
3.
that Stankonia is a classic. And
That's
you
3.
can't give me one bar. Give me the hook.
So I give.
Just give me the first word of the hook.
Listen.
One word. The first word.
Listen, I know Andre whole verse, bro. So that's just
I'm
real
waiting.
Shit. Now, when I reviewed the Stankonia track list, when I reviewed the Stankonia track list, I did only come up with 3 songs.
We politicians.
I know. I know.
We fully
I know.
realize politicians
know.
on this show.
I did.
But y'all didn't do y'all albums that y'all think.
I did only come up with 3 songs.
I
I'm
know.
gonna keep it 100.
I know.
Jonah, give me 2 albums you think are overrated or not classics.
Honestly, I don't listen to shit I don't like.
That's understood.
This question is very hard for me, bro. I don't listen to
So
shit
this
I don't
is-
like.
so this really comes
and
down-
I don't listen to shit that's recommended to me.
So this is like a preference question. Is that what I'm understanding?
Just a question that when you listen to the album or when you did listen to the album,
People thought it was a classic. but you
everybody,
didn't.
the general consensus was this is a classic
fuck
album.
with
It can't be
Snapping and
refuted.
Trapping, but I can't just say that was I fuck with Snapping and Trapping. I do. But I know a lot of people ain't listen to cats like that.
You right.
So I can't give that the. I want to find a 4th, bro, but
Jonah, give me your albums that you don't think are classics.
I'm
You
trying
just
to-
go, Joe. Jonah having a hard time, so I get a good kid, mad city.
our episode will be done as soon as I'm done.
All right, so what'd you say?
No, I mean, give me your albums that you don't think are classics.
I don't know, bro. I don't listen to fuck shit. I'm keeping it 100.
Let me see my phone. I'll show you. I'll pull up a list.
I'll
pull up a list of.
I'm a fan.
Hold on.
of
Here we go. So don't worry about where they rank them. Don't worry about where they rank them. This is a large.
So who did this list?
I don't care. It just pulls up albums so that way it can kind of help you. It's like, oh, that people think this is a classic. I don't think that was a classic.
I'm gonna keep it on it.
Mm-hmm.
When I listen to an album and I don't like the first couple tracks, I'm turning that bitch off, bro.
I'm
very
first
serious
impression
about
is
this
everything.
shit. I'm very serious about this shit.
want
Like,
y'all
I
to
don't listen to
understand.
shit I don't like, bro.
So what
I
they're
don't-
doing is they're making my argument.
I don't listen
We're
to shit
gonna
I
see.
don't
We
What
gonna-
is your
I wanna-
argument? I don't listen to shit I don't like. If that's your argument, I fuck
What?
with you. Nah.
hey.
I really don't. I'm trying. Okay.
Say it.
I don't know, bro.
Any Pac albums? Listen, man. Don't disrespect Jesus
I'm
on here, man.
I'm not. I'm definitely not gonna do that. I was going to.
Hey, do it. Hey,
I'm not though.
if you don't think it's classic, we can talk about it. I'm sure there's somebody else out there who don't think it's classic.
My nigga. Yo, I'm finding this very hard, bro.
Joe, I think you need to go.
Yeah, Joe, you do need to go.
Nope. I will.
If y'all don't go, I'll find some more. Cause I'm a realist. I'll find some more.
I'm finding this extremely hard.
Follow the wave. Follow the wave report.
I'm with all
This
the
what we
smoke.
be doing on here. Improvising on the fly.
I don't
Watch
know,
the
bro.
Throne ain't a classic.
People said that was a classic.
Yeah, I don't think people say that's a classic.
What, huh?
It could be though.
No, it can't. No, it can't.
In somebody's eyes, it could be.
No, I mean, yeah. If you do it, it's subjective.
I haven't heard the general. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's up there in the general consensus.
Mhm.
I don't-
Okay. Okay.
What is it, Joe?
Yeah, I want to know.
Because I ain't got none. I don't.
Let me see my phone.
I don't know.
So are you passing on the question? Because you won't
I'm
be
not
able
gonna
to
pass. I'm gonna keep.
Because
Thinking.
you're not gonna go after.
I'm
I
gonna
go.
keep thinking.
I promise you, you're not gonna go after. I go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna keep.
You're
thinking.
not. No. I know you. I know as somebody who knows you.
So you gonna piss me off like Good Kid, Mad City did?
Worse. Are you sure you want to go? I want you. I'm asking you, as your brother, please go first.
Just do it, Joe.
No, Jonah, because this table is emptying and we're done. I promise you, we're done.
It depends on what he say.
No, I know both of y'all. We're done as soon as I tell you the two albums I don't think are
I
classics.
prefer
Go
the
ahead.
shot to the head over the shot to the leg.
Okay. Respect.
Jonah said, let me use both of their words.
Okay.
When I listen to an album and the first few songs don't grab my attention,
Yeah.
I'm not really inclined to just keep
Yeah.
listening to the album.
Yeah, I'm usually done.
Well, I feel that way about an album that people unanimously think and thought was a classic. They labeled it a classic soon as it came out. And I literally listened to the first song and I was like, eh. The second song,
Okay.
eh. The third song was the lead single,
This
which
better not
I
be-
always thought wasn't great.
Now, let me guess two artists real quick. Is it Lil Wayne?
No.
Is it Cameron?
No.
Okay.
Okay, good. Continue.
The first song that I actually listened to that I liked came at song number 6.
Wow.
There's 13 songs on this album.
13 songs.
That
on
rules
it,
out
The
Illmatic,
first song that I heard that I liked
and it came at track 6. What
was
album
track
is
number 6.
this? What album is this?
The name of the song was Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye West on the Graduation album. I do not think it is a classic album. I think people were caught in the Kanye wave. I think people were caught in the Kanye wave and they literally looked at it and said, yo, this dude can do no wrong. The hook
You
on
didn't
Champion.
like Good Life.
No.
You didn't like I Wonder.
No.
You didn't like Champion.
Champion is trash.
When the album comes on and it's like, ooh,
Yes, it is trash. Yo, y'all.
good morning,
Yo.
nigga.
Trash. Trash. Y'all were trash. I will say it every day of every week.
Joe.
Trash. Champion? No. Did you realize? No.
Joe.
Trash.
Hey.
It was trash. Trash. Y'all like it. Y'all were in this Kanye wave. He could do no wrong. He was your Jesus at that moment. It was trash.
Harder, faster.
Hey, listen.
Stronger was the biggest song in the world, bro.
I said it was a single. It was
Stronger
part
was
of
the
the
biggest.
rollout.
Good
It
Life-
didn't mean it
Good
was
Life
a track.
was- Good Life was a huge track, bro.
That was not a
Good
classic
Life,
song.
Good Life was a huge
That
track.
was not a
And with a
classic
Michael
song.
Jackson sample with a T-Pain in
It
good
was not
form, with a
classic.
John Legend inside of that shit.
Nigga, John Legend was on everything Kanye
You know what
did
I'm
at that
saying?
time.
Like, come on, bro.
No.
Come on, bro. Are you serious? Until
That's
track
one.
6, you passed
That's
over
one.
Stronger. You passed over Good Life.
Yes.
Are
They
you
were
serious?
singles.
Are you
were
fucking
forced
serious?
to like it because you heard it on the radio all
No,
the
that
time.
shit was dope. I'm a
It wasn't.
producer, bro. The Good Life was fucking amazing.
Hey,
Once again,
Are you serious?
Kanye West Graduation is
Are
not
you
a classic.
serious?
hey,
Not
let
a
me,
classic.
hey, let me comment.
Are you
Not even a classic.
serious?
It's not even close. Not even close to being
personally
a classic for me.
think Graduation is a classic album.
Thank you. You've had that feeling. I don't.
I respect you.
I don't.
Good
I respect
morning.
your positioning, though. I respect your position.
I don't.
I
don't-
think it's a classic, though. I
Don't
respect. I
think it's a
respect
classic.
you, though.
Now, the second album that
Every song on Graduation was fire for me.
the second song or second album that
Fuck Kanye.
the second
well,
album
then
that
here
I,
we are. And here we are.
the second album that I think
Hey, listen to that Christian album he dropped. He said Yeshua. He didn't say Yeshua.
the second album that I think
you still think
is
he God.
not a classic was built off of a beef.
Mm-hmm.
This beef was huge in hip hop. It made hip hop better. But to be honest,
Hey, y'all ain't gonna see me no more. I can already
it
feel it.
was
I can already feel it.
four great songs and a bunch of bull BS storytelling. It was a bunch
BS
of
storytelling.
It was a
Nigga,
bunch
this
of
album had
BS.
rewind.
It was a
Rewind!
bunch of BS storytelling.
Rewind. Probably the greatest song ever, nigga.
And I'm not talking about this album that I just fooled them with.
Oh, okay.
I
swear you
pulled
weren't
up.
gonna
So
see
for
me
the
no
record,
more.
for the record,
wasn't
I
gonna
pulled
see me
up
no more.
on my phone. I pulled up Stillmatic, and I let them see it so that way they can kind of think I was talking about Stillmatic, because I'm not.
Joe almost got shot.
I'm not. Stillmatic is
on the show live.
He
live on
almost
the
went
show.
viral.
On the show.
Nigga.
The Carter 3 was not a classic to me at all.
I agree.
I can agree with that.
Anywhere close
I can agree with
to
that.
being a classic.
Oh, that's
to me.
my answer. Yeah, I agree with that. That's my answer.
The
too.
Carter 3 was
I've
not
been
a
saying that
classic.
shit
Is
for
that
years,
general?
bro.
People really thought that was a
Yes,
classic,
they thought
though?
it was a classic.
The
My
Carter-
nigga Chaco probably pissed off right
The
now.
Carter 3 or the
He
Carter
love
4,
that shit.
not classics to me.
3 is not a classic.
4 is just a weed play. Or
Four-
4
four
you
is-
can listen to. It's not a classic.
4 is a listen. Yeah, it's 4 is a
People,
good
I
listen.
think people said, "Oh, Lil Wayne, he can do no wrong." 4 is not a classic.
Nah.
3 is not a classic.
Nah,
2 was probably the last classic he had. 5 is debatably not.
5
Right.
is definitely not a classic.
Is
Nah,
debatably
5 ain't a
not.
classic.
5 is
good,
another
though.
good. It's in
I
the
like
same.
it.
It's in the same vein as 3 and 4. It's a good album.
I'm gonna be all the way honest. No Ceilings was a better series than the Carter series.
No Ceilings is a fucking classic mixtape.
Yeah.
It's a better series than the Carter series. Just being honest. So just to be very serious, I actually think
Nas
Nas.
Sweat, man.
Now I will say, if I'm rating Nas's album, Stillmatic is actually 5th to me.
Huh?
If I'm being honest, if I'm rating his album, Stillmatic is actually 5th.
I ain't
on my
mad
list.
at it
It
because
depends.
it's
Yeah,
comparing Nas
yeah.
to Nas.
I mean,
so
Illmatic 1, Distant Relatives 2.
I love
People rule out distant
I
relatives a
love
lot.
that album,
Yeah,
bro.
Distant
That's
Relatives
a
2.
great album.
It was written 3, and I'm just this weird nigga.
Why
who-
didn't Distant Relatives get the love it deserved, though?
it actually
Good
did?
question. That's a good question.
From who?
No, it actually did. It sold more than I actually think people expected it to.
I'm saying, why didn't it get the love, though?
Because it's a collaborative
It did up
album.
north. It did up north. It didn't
Because
get
it's a collaborative album with a non-hip hop artist.
Now, I will say, anytime I go out of town,
Mm-hmm.
or if I go outside the country, or go to like the Bahamas or something, I'm hearing
Because
records. From
Damien was killing that shit.
Bro, that shit was hard.
Yeah, some better
You
verses
hear-
than Nas on there.
you hear that
Bro,
record.
the Wayne verse on the last song was hard.
My generation.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of those songs outside the country.
Yeah.
I think it's just here, just the stain of. I'm not gonna say the stain, but the machine rotates. So.
You know, when people bring up Nas, why don't?
Oh, and by the way,
bring up that
Godson.
album?
Godson to me was better than Stillmatic.
It's one of my favorite albums.
Godson was
ever.
dope as fuck.
That's what I'm
Go
saying.
ahead.
Stillmatic is 5th. I just can't say it's not. You know, it's good. I kind of can say it's not.
You finna say who did what? Who not?
What's better, Life is Good?
No,
I love Life
Streets
is Good.
Disciple?
Street Disciple is trash.
no, but
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm really actually now that I'm thinking about it, I was playing at first.
You gonna say Braveheart? So you got to get off the show.
No, I was playing at first, but I don't know if Stillmatic is a classic.
Yeah, you trolling like a mother.
No.
He gotta be though.
Like
he gotta be.
Nah, like when I actually think about it,
mic, nigga.
I actually like Nostradamus.
When I think about it, though,
I love that album.
I like Nostradamus.
Ether was fire. The Got Yourself a Gun was better.
Ether was fire. You don't say.
The remix was better. And that wasn't on the album.
You talking about with Luda?
Yeah, the remix was better, but that wasn't on the album.
Luda killed that shit too.
Yeah.
Real dog.
I will say, You're the Man, Rewind, and One Mic are I can't. Yeah, that's a classic album.
That's a classic album.
I can't.
That's a classic album.
What were you gonna say?
That is my favorite Nas album. That album got me to rap my ass off. You know.
You're gonna ask a question regarding Nas or something. Why he don't get?
Yeah. What? I don't know. It was in regards to distant relatives. Like, why nobody don't bring that up when they talk about Nas?
That's a great question, though.
Because people don't listen.
That's a great question.
They listen for the solo records. I don't think a lot of people listen to.
Yeah, and I think because it's Damian Marley. Like, you know, when Kanye and Jay-Z came out, they're true artists you can identify with. These are the two biggest artists in hip hop. Even if it's trash, people are like, man, this album's good. When you get somebody collaborating with another artist not in their genre, and people don't really hear from them, everybody knows Bob Marley. People don't know Damian Marley. The whole family full of musicians.
You're right.
So they probably is like, nah, I just want to hear Nas solo.
And it has to gel. Because
Yeah.
Jay-Z and R. Kelly, they didn't gel.
No.
It didn't mix well. You have to make a record with somebody that it could blend well. It has to. If it doesn't blend, then it's pointless.
Yeah.
Didn't Jay-Z and the Kel shit end in beef?
Yeah.
Oh, that was over money though. That wasn't over the records.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are two people y'all want to see going forward? It could be, from our generation or the new generation. Y'all like to see like a collaborative album from.
Kendrick and Cole.
I don't. You know what? I actually don't want to see that shit.
Nah, I'm just a hip hop head.
I
know
don't
it's
wanna
not
see
gonna-
it.
It's not gonna be a lot of hooks. I just want to.
I'm gonna make people mad with this. I want to see it for one reason. I want to see how many tracks J. Cole out raps Kendrick.
It won't be a lot.
Because a lot of people think that.
I actually think J. Cole's a better rapper than Kendrick.
I don't think that at all. Like whatsoever. At all. I don't think it's close either.
Let me tell you why.
I think Kendrick is a better writer, but I think J.
Kendrick
Cole's
is
a
a
better
little
rapper.
more. Kendrick is a little more.
There's a difference
I
there.
can see
There's a
that.
difference.
I can see that.
He's a little more abstract in his writing approach, right?
If
J.
these
Cole's
walls
a
can
little more
talk,
straight line.
if you need an example,
And that's more effective. A lot of times that is more
Put them
effective.
next to each other.
It is more effective.
Around people who don't have a good attention span.
Yeah. But I think if you just told one of them to rap and the other one to rap, Kendrick would clearly rap better than J. Cole.
I can't.
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
my opinion.
J. Cole would have more quotables on that album.
Probably.
J. Cole would have a better album
Probably.
than. Once again,
I don't think because J.
Speaking of
Cole,
which,
J. Cole
sidebar,
hasn't had a better album than Kendrick.
Sidebar. Kendrick, J. Cole has no classics.
Name a J. Cole album better than the Kendrick album. You can't. You can't.
What's Kendrick's worst album?
Damn.
Damn. Okay, so we take Damn.
Better than every J. Cole album.
I can't say Damn is the worst.
Really? What's his worst album? Of his albums that are considered albums.
I don't think Damn is better than Forest Hill Drive,
Good
bro.
Kid, Mad City.
I don't think Damn is.
You think it's a classic though?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't think Damn is better than Forest Hill Drive. I don't.
I think Forest Hills Drive.
Okay.
I think that's a fucking classic album.
I think.
You think Forest Hill Drive classic?
Hell the fuck yes.
I don't think J. Cole has a
I don't
classic.
think J. Cole has a classic.
You super.
That's the
sleep.
closest he'll come though.
You super sleep.
I don't think J. Cole has a classic.
You are.
Close.
Super
Why does J.
sleep.
Cole strike this dichotomy like either really like him or you don't really like him like that?
No, see, I really hold on.
It's
I'm
because
not
I
talking about
really
just
like
you. I'm
him.
just talking about people in general.
It's because he's not a exciting person.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
it's-
that. I can see that.
Personality matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's personality, bro.
I actually think he has personality. I just don't think he care about the bullshit.
Yeah. At all.
Yeah, I don't think he care about the bullshit. Because Kendrick got a personality. He's just not really for like the extra stuff. And I think that's what you get into like when you get to Southern artists. Because for the longest time we've had this debate briefly. It was like who is better out of Luda and T.I. Luda's more like the eccentric, like especially on records. He's more like funny, more animated, and T.I. is more of like a serious type of guy. You ain't really start seeing T.I. personality to the past few years.
I ain't gonna front in every category. If we did Luda versus T.I., Luda would win for me.
That's not true at all. I mean,
Except for trapping.
It's not
Trap
true.
rap. But other than that, in every
not-
other category.
I don't think that's true.
Longevity, Luda loses.
Yeah, I mean, T.I. still kind of
Well, I mean,
And T.I. can rap.
yeah,
a lot.
More than we give him credit for.
he just
He can
put
rap.
out the worst. If you listen to Black Savages, you wouldn't stand by that.
I heard Black. You know, I heard Black Sabbath.
You know that.
I can't stand
That's
verse. I can't.
I think his
I
verse
think
was that
Tip
bad.
verse-
I
I
honestly,
think Tip
like,
verse
I
was too
honestly,
long.
I ain't even gonna front. I honestly
It was too
wish
long.
that I wish Joe Budden came back. I wished anybody would have.
I
came
like
back.
T.I. verse.
I would.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
Yeah, I like
Tip
T.I.
verse wasn't that
verse.
bad.
I like
It was
T.I.
just too long.
I like T.I. verse.
Am I wrong to say that?
No, I like this verse. Hey, where we at on time, man?
Yeah, man.
Nah,
We've been
it's-
rambling like a motherfucker.
You know what? Here's how we're gonna end this episode.
What? How?
Yeah, the people ready to.
Listen, thank y'all for watching the Wave Report. My name is Joe Waters. I just
Tremonte. Good Kid, Mad City's not a classic to me.
I just wanted to put it out there. Illmatic is not the best hip
I
hop
need to
album
meditate
of
after
all
this
time.
episode.
What's the best hip hop album of all time? If
These
Illmatic
niggas.
ain't it?
These niggas.
I mean, if
Crazy. Black
if
album.
I'm being honest, Reasonable Doubt was better. Ready to Die was better.
I don't think you're being honest, especially with Ready to Die. The
Yeah, I would
the
say those
artwork
two.
for Ready to Die came from who?
why does that matter?
God,
you
son,
talking about? You
himself.
talking about? You
I
talking
know
about
this ain't
artwork?
popular, bro, but
You talking about artwork?
Hey, you know what I mean?
talking about
you
artwork?
know what I mean, huh?
Food
We
and Liquor
talking
blew
about
my mind, bro.
artwork?
Yeah.
Like I had Food and Liquor blew my mind, bro. There's only a few albums that's ever done. Hey, thanks for watching the Wave Report, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget, I'm a motherfucking sex symbol. Rah!